Student, all of you welcome for the second part of this topic, lifestyle of animals. So let me highlight first of all what we have studied previously in this topic. In the previous lecture of this topic, we have studied about the lifestyle of organism, means how different type of organisms, animals live on the earth and survive. For that, they have different body arrangements and different body organs are developed into different type of organisms depending upon where they live, what kind of a food they eat. Okay, according to the development of that organs can be seen in different organisms. Okay, so in the previous lecture we have studied about the breathing and different type of organisms breathe to differently developed body organs in them. For example, fish have developed gills for breathing in water, and human beings have developed lungs for breathing in air. Insects, third example is insect. They have developed spiracles. They are holes on both side of organism. Both side of organism have holes on left side and right side. That is called as spiracles that help in breathing in case of insects. Then today in lifestyle of organisms we are going to study next part is feeding in animals. So what is the meaning of feeding in animal? Is how different type of animals eat food, and as they eat different type of food they need different structures of mouth to eat that type of food. Okay, so how exactly that we are going to study in this whole lecture. Okay, as I have highlighted over here, different type of animals have different feeding habits. Means feeding habit means they eat different type of food. That is feeding habit. And so they have suitable feeding organs. They have suitable feeding organs. Without suitable feeding organ, they are not able to eat different type of food. Okay, so this is the development in different organisms. One example I have given, beak in birds. What is the example? Beak in the bird. So what is that? Beak is a sharp pointed structure instead of mouth. Mouth is not present as like other organisms like lion, tiger have mouth, human being have mouth for achieving the food, but in birds they have beak to eat different kind of food, like to find the insects from the earth crust or surface of the earth, from the soil, from the mud. Okay, they can easily find the insect with the help of beak. Also they can eat grains that are fallen on the ground or grains which are growing on the crop like wheat, jowar. They can easily pick the grains with the help of beak. So that is in the birds. Now, type of animals and their type of feeding habits and feeding organs we are going to study one by one. Now, first that type of organism that we are going to study is carnivore. So carnivorous organism, we generally know what they eat. They eat flesh and meat. Okay, meat, or we can call it as a flesh. Carnivores have pointed teeth. They have pointed teeth called as canines, and this pointed teeth is needed to tear the meat from the animal's body while hunting. So it is a canine teeth present in the carnivorous organism to tear the meat and to eat the meat. Example is lion. Lion is a carnivorous organism which only eat meat, also called as flesh and meat. Then next type of organism is herbivorous organism. What is herbivorous organism? It only eats plant material and nothing else. The organisms are herbivorous, they only eat plant material. Example is deer. Other examples generally we know that cattle means sheep, goat, buffalo, all these eat plant material. They depend upon plants for food. So they have incisors to cut food. Incisors to cut food. Incisors is a type of teeth that is present in the front portion of the mouth in the cattle, cow, buffalo, sheep, goat. These incisors are in the front region of the mouth to cut the food, okay, to cut the plant. These are called as incisor teeth. So that is called as herbivorous organism, and this is the development or this is the feeding organ in herbivorous organism. Then the third type is carnivorous birds. Especially we are talking about now carnivorous birds. So what are carnivorous birds? These birds only eat the other organisms, meat and flesh. Other organisms, meat and flesh. So example is vulture, and there are many carnivorous birds like eagle. So for while we are considering vulture and eagle. So what is the developed organ for feeding? Is they have strong, sharp, hooked beak. Carnivorous bird have sharp, pointed and strong hooked beak, means their beak have hook-like structure to tear the meat from the body of other organism. Okay, body of any other organism which is hunted by the bird. So that hook is needed to tear the meat. So that is the development in the carnivorous bird for eating the food. That is strong, sharp, hooked beak and sharp claws. Claws are the feet and fingers of the feet of the bird. It's called as a claws. They are also sharp that they can hold the prey or hold the other organism which is needed to be hunted by the bird. Okay. So that is the development in the carnivorous birds. Next is omnivorous organisms. Next is omnivorous organism. What are omnivorous organisms? The organism which can eat both type of food. They can eat vegetarian food also, means all plant material they can eat, and they can also eat flesh and meat. Okay, that organism are called as omnivores. Example is dog. Dog is an omnivore which can eat vegetarian food also and meat also. So what kind of a arrangement is seen in the mouth of omnivores is eat both type of food, and they can eat plant material also and meat also. So they have canine teeth, incisors teeth, and molar teeth. Canine pointed teeth for tearing the meat, incisors to cut the plant material, and molars to chew the food of both type, vegetarian and meat. So that is chewed by molar teeth to make it fine material, and then they can swallow it and they can have a food. So that is the fourth type of organisms, and it is the feeding habit in omnivores, that they have canine, incisor, and molar teeth. Next is rodents. Rodents, they eat seed and fruit. Rodents are the organisms. Example of rodents is rabbit and hamster. Rabbit, hamster, rat are the examples of rodents. And this type of organisms, they eat food like seeds and fruits. So for that purpose, to achieve the seeds, to cut the seeds and fruit, they need sharp, small incisors. Small, sharp incisors to cut the seed and fruit, and this is the feeding habit in the rodents. Example, rabbit, hamster. Next is movement in animal. The next point that we are going to study is movement in animal. So what is movement in animal? Animals can move from one place to another place for searching of food. They move from one place to another by walking, by running, by flying, by swimming. Okay, they can swim also in the water. Okay, aquatic organism, they swim in the water for going from one place to another place. Then the organism which can live on the land, they walk, they can run, and birds, they can fly in the air, and they can go far distances for searching food. Also they can go far distances for searching the shelter and to build the shelter where they can live and they can remain safe. So for that also they need movement. Okay, so movement in animal is very important. Also, movement is important for protection of themselves from hunters and enemies. Okay, so as in the nature, one organism eat other organism, and it is a part of food chain. So animals also need to protect themselves. So for that they need movement. So movement can be done in this way. So type of organism carry out different type of movement. So first we are going to study movement in water animals. What we are going to study? Movement in water animals. And all aquatic animals swim by paddling and pushing water. So animals carry out the paddling by their legs and feet, and they can push the water and they can swim easily and can go from one place to another place. Okay, that is called as swimming in the water or paddling in the water. So first organism that we are going to consider is a fish. Fish uses fins to swim in the water. Fishes use their fins for swimming in the water. And fish also have different type of fins for swimming but carrying out different functions and different movements in the water, they need different type of fins. So type of fin is first paired fins. So what is paired fin? It is present on either side, means both side of the fish, that is left side and right side. It is a paired fin, and that fin is useful for movement from one place to another. So further swimming is possible because of paired fins. Second is unpaired fin. Second is unpaired fins. They are present on the back side of the fish on the top. Okay, so that fish is unpaired, and that is needed for maintaining the balance of the fish in the water. So fish on the top, okay, of the fish is an unpaired fin that maintains the balance of the fish in the water. And third type of fin is tail fin, present in the tail portion of the fish. So this tail fin is important to change the direction on left side or right side, upside or downside. It is needed. Okay, so to change the direction, tail fin is important. So this is the movement in animal. First example we have taken of fish. Then the other organism that I can give you the example of duck and frog. Duck and frog, they also swim in the water, and the feet of the frog and the duck, if you see properly, suppose this is the feet of the duck and frog, then when they spread the finger like structures, then in this space they have flips or the folding of the skin. This portion have folding of the skin, and because of that they can carry out paddling in the water, and they can move from one place to another place by swimming. That is called as paddling. They have feet called as webbed feet, means their finger-like structures have skin foldings which help them for paddling and pushing the water. So that's it that we have studied in this lecture. In the next part, we will study the next points of this topic. Thank you.